Hey, it's Zach at Pello Fitness, and in this video today, I'm going to talk about how motivation is like gas in a gas tank. Motivation is like gas. Okay, so you've got this motivation gas tank, right? And in that motivation gas tank, we use it up with everything we do in life. Okay, so if you've got a new job, you're using up motivation. If you're going out on the weekends to a party you don't normally go to, you're using motivation. If you start an exercise program, you're using motivation, right? So all these things, we're using motivation, and it's draining our available motivation stores, just like gas stores, right, in a car. The cool thing is that we, over time, naturally refill our motivation gas tank. And this is huge. This is a great concept. So what happens is that generally speaking, our life gets kind of crazy. We add in exercise and nutrition, and it drains at a faster rate than your motivation gas tank refills, okay? So again, if we're doing too many things, we've got too much stress in our life, our motivation tank goes down. And this is really important to remember. And keep this in mind throughout this whole process. Anytime you're falling off of a diet plan or an exercise plan, a lot of times your gas tank has been tanked, okay? And the problem is, a lot of people, what they do, they fall off their diet, right? They lose their motivation, and they keep trying to diet, and they keep trying to do it, and they keep trying to do it, and they never actually let that gas tank refill, because they're constantly emptying it. And they never can take a really big leap forward because they have no motivation to do so. So they have to do these little mini tasks. That's where habits come in, right? Like really easy tasks. So that's another point. Things that are habits take less motivation, okay? So that's the cool thing. So what's up? Thank you for hopping on here, okay? Right now we're just talking about motivation and how we can look at motivation like gas in a gas tank. And this is really important to know, okay? And I'm just explaining how habits take less motivation, like building habits over time. So if you, like for me, I eat protein with every meal. It doesn't take me very much motivation to do that because it's a habit. So we do have to remember that in order for long-term progress, right? If we, instead of doing these big swings, these big changes in our life, and we do small things, we can use up less of our motivation gas tank, okay? Now, there's some ways we can manipulate this gas tank. And one of the ways you can manipulate the gas tank is with urgency. So say you go into the doctor, right? You go into the doctor and they say, you know what, you have to lose 20 pounds to get your cholesterol down. Okay, great. Here's your motivation tank. This is where you were before. And now you've got like a boost, a temporary boost up, right? So urgency can almost create motivation. And what's cool about that, or what's not cool about that, is it's kind of temporary though. It's just a little short-term boost, right? And it fades pretty quickly. You can capitalize on that urgency, and figuring out why you want to lose weight can create urgency. Hearing something about your health that's going downhill can create urgency, all those things, but you can't rely on urgency that much. So that's really important to remember. But this is just a really big concept, and if this makes sense to you guys, go ahead and give me a like, or just give me a thumbs up in the comments. That would be great. I think this is just so important. And Coach Claire and I, moving forward in January, we are opening up some spots in our coaching program. I think this is really important to get out there because a lot of people, whether January is a great time or not, they're going to be trying to do some fitness goals. So if you're looking for help, I'd love for you to reach out to us, shoot us a DM or comment below with just DM me, and we'll shoot you a message because we'd like to help you and get you going on your fat loss journey if that's your goal. But going back over to motivation, I think motivation is one of those things, again, that gets a bad rap, and I think it's a great way to get the ball rolling, right? But I just want you to remember this concept that you can drain your gas tank, and once it's drained, I'll tell you, people will do this really great diet, they'll lose weight, they'll fall off, and it takes years for them to get back on track, and they keep trying, right? Problem is they never refilled up, okay? They just kept trying and pushing, and they kept emptying the tank. So when you're going through this next January and you're pushing yourself to lose weight, I want you to manage your current level of stress with your output for nutrition and fitness. Okay? Be reasonable. Are you in a place to exercise 6 days per week? And it's likely that you're not for most people. If you're working 60 hours a week, you're probably not going to be able to work out 6 days a week. So set realistic goals for yourself right now. And remember, where you are right now is different than where you might be in 3 months or where you were 6 months ago. So you might have had a lot of motivation 6 months ago and you drained it. So now you don't have very much motivation. So you just have to adjust your goals to your level of motivation. And that is key. Don't think you can just do what you did 6 months ago. Don't think that, but then also it goes on with the flip side, don't think that you can't go harder later on too. Like if you're stressed out and life is crazy and motivation's low, pick goals that match that right now and then let your motivation come back over time. But you have to be intentional, you have to be realistic, and that is so important throughout this process. So again, if you're thinking about doing some coaching, you're looking for a coach coming up in January, definitely either comment below with DM me or just shoot Claire Moyer or I a message and we'll help you out. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful one. Have a good week. Take care.